Okay, here's my third video, and I want to comment on my last one. A lot of people IM'd me after they had commented on it, saying uh, bad things, and then I would say, well, did you watch the rest of the video? And they said, no. They got to a part they didn't like, and they cut it off. I think somebody said something just because they saw the title. So that's crazy. And I don't know really what to say about that, except for it proved my point. And my point being, obviously my good friends, friends that actually know me. I have good friends that don't know me too well. Like the Salyer brothers commented on it. They've known me for a while, but they may not know how crazy and satire involved I can actually be. People like that. But then there's some people on there that's known me for literal years and years, like Sarah and Shelly and Brittany Bailey. But yeah, I mean, that was my friend Mina actually came up with that idea. She said, "Mark, you've been really stressed out lately, and you've been talking about your lack of faith in humans." Well, she called it an experiment. She's like, yeah, try this little experiment. Do it. Post a video. See what you can do. And I was like, I don't know. I don't want to go over the line. She's like, go over the line. Go ahead. So I did. And it got the response I wanted. And the whole point to all that being, as you see, I have angels behind it, was to speak. To speak. Period. Just to speak. To say whatever you want. My friend Jordan Gray was IMing with me. And she said, when the black people started standing up for themselves and saying, look, man, this is what we're going to do, all right? Or this is going to happen. They started getting more stuff. They started getting more rights, a little more respect. Rosa Parks had to not sit down and go to jail in order for stuff to start happening. I mean, I'm not telling you all, obviously, to go out and go to jail. Somebody said I'm one of the people that would go out and protest naked. I'm not really trying to do that. But you can't be afraid to do things like that. The people that commented on it are mostly the people that live around here. The Salisbury, Cleveland, Mount Ulla, Statesville, Mooresville type area. And it's a huge closed-minded area, and you're really not allowed to speak your mind around here. So the people around here are raised to shut up. I have not lived in Salisbury my whole life. Therefore, I am never going to be in that mind state that I should just shut up. And you shouldn't either. Why? Why are you shutting up? Just speak. Say what you want. There's people disagreeing. Did you notice the people that disagreed on mine? I liked their comment. I probably liked it more than the agreeers because they were saying, look, man, you're wrong. I think this, and that. And you can shove it. And I was like, fair enough. Like, you make sense to me. And, you know, I am capable of being more intelligent in my words, and I could go on for like 20 minutes on all this and that and blah, 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 blah. That's not the point I was trying to prove. The point I was trying to prove, people that know me for real know I've stood up for Christianity before. I have a grandfather who's a preacher. I don't know if they all know that. I've read the Bible front to back, Genesis, Revelation, bang. I've done that. And I've stood up for it before, and religion is something I think not we all need, but I know it's something most of us need to help us if we live a kind of a weak, hurtful, stressful life. It makes us a bit stronger, and I can understand that. But if you notice, a lot of people just saw that and was like, nah, fuck that, son. You're going down. And I was like, okay. And those people that deleted me off their list really just don't know me at all. That was really a good little experiment. And not saying I don't believe the things I said in that video, because obviously I didn't write them down. I came up with them on the spot. That was a whole ad-lib video, kind of like this one. I just hit the record button and said whatever. So those are thoughts I've had before. Some of that stuff I do believe. But the point of that is, I spoke my mind and got attacked for it. And you know what else is going to happen tomorrow? I'm going to believe the same stuff. You get attacked, you move on, you keep on going with it. You lose some people along the way and you keep moving because you're going to be yourself. As long as you keep yourself along the way, it doesn't matter how many people drop off. You gotta keep going, man. You gotta be yourself, regardless. Thou shalt think for themselves. That's what Jordan posted on there, off that good song he showed me a while back. Stop blindly obeying. If you have faith in the Bible, and there's a God up there watching you, have it. Have that faith. But don't just blindly lead it. Take the time to go out and look for yourself. To say, okay, well, if he's real, I'll find him. If this stuff is real for me, if I go out and look. People are afraid that if they go out and look against their beliefs, they won't have their beliefs anymore because there might be something better, and they're afraid of that. Go out, look at other religions, study them, do this and that. If Christianity is who you really are, you're going to come back to it, right? So who cares? People that hate gays, they just make them uncomfortable, and that's how they were raised. I don't hate them, I hate their parents. And it's stop going by just how you were raised. It's like, oh, that's how my parents raised me. That's what my parents told me. Well, you're not your parents, all right? That's a paradox, is what that is. That's some Philip J. Fry action. You go back and you make love to your granny. That's some Martin McFly stuff. Don't Philip J. Fry, Marty McFly. I see what they did there. Okay, but don't do that. Say, this is what my parents taught me. I respect them. You gotta respect your parents, even if they weren't always around. You gotta respect them. And then, go out and look for yourself. Mom and Dad, I don't agree with you. I'm gonna go out and look for myself. There you go. I mean, that's it. Don't even listen. Some people listen to my video, and they're like, Mark makes a good point. He's right. I could be wrong. I could be making all this stuff up. You don't know. Go out and look for it. Try to prove me wrong. That's what I want. That's what I want.